Hey guys, I'm Morentin with Glaucoma Hope. So today, this is video number 64 or 65 of 100 videos in a row. Okay, so we're first going to check in with the eyes, and then we're going to sort of talk about the protocol that I'm doing right now. Sort of check in with that and see how it's if it's changed at all, and any things I've added to it, and where I plan on going actually as well. So. Actually, I'm not wearing any glasses today because I put on some stuff that I want to talk about in a second on around in here, and I don't want my glasses to interfere with it. But so like without my glasses, the vision in the left eye is pretty good. The vision in the right eye is doing really good today without the glasses. It's dimmer, like I can't see quite as well, right? But what I'm able to see, like as far as the range or whatever you call it, I can't think of the term right now, but my field of vision or whatever seems to have expanded, and it seems to have expanded this way a little bit too, right? Usually it stops right about my nose, and it seems to have expanded that way, at least just for today, right? And it like me covering up my good eye and seeing through my right eye without glasses. Usually it's a strain, like I could feel like a strain, like it's hard, like there's an effort I could feel, and like things have to kick into overdrive in back in here. And right now, that's not happening. That's really cool. That's a really like thumbs up kind of a thing. So hopefully this that stays right. So I'll fill you in on what I've been doing with the protocol because we haven't really done that lately. All right, I talked about the two new flagship products that we're going to be offering through my new company MOVIDA and stuff like that to help people out because they're really fucking badass. And they're part of my new protocol. I backed off the amount of the actual oil that I'm taking orally right now because I just sort of have about 2 weeks left of it right now, and I want to just make sure it lasts at least 2 weeks. So I don't want to splurge and make it run out quicker. Right now, the reason being is because I'm all these new farmers and stuff. I want to test out different oils and things, even get lab tests and everything like that. So, and I only have so much money to go around, so I need to sort of figure out where I want to put those resources and which ones I want to try and things like that. So I'm going to order some more this week, but I'm just sort of regulating where I'm at. So I was doing about 500 to 800 milligrams a day, which is like what I call a therapeutic dose for a glaucoma, right? And then, so right now I'm doing probably about like 300 of the actual oil, and then I'm vaping about 100 milligrams. So about 400 milligrams, and then 400 to 5. Well, let's just say 300 to 500 milligrams a day right now, as opposed to 500 to 800. So it's not that much different, but it is, maybe 60%, 70% of what it was for the past, couple weeks. Remember, before this, it was just 100 milligrams or less for 3 years, and that's what maintained me. So I'm doing higher doses right now to try to get better results, and like I'm getting today, I have better results today. I've been going through some fucking trials and tribulations these past couple of weeks with stuff, and but that's what happens when change is going to occur for the better or for the worse as well. But so you sort of that's what I'm an expert at is understanding these changes and knowing if if that pain is actually just something you need to go through or if it's something that's an actual emergency. That's being able to discern between those two things is a big deal, right? So, but I have like a decade and a half basically of that exact thing, monitoring that with myself and other people, right? So I'm doing that, I'm doing that oil, but I'm also doing the TheraButter, for the muscle aches and all that kind of stuff. Because I have like crazy, like lumped up, you know, back here, my traps and my shoulder. Like, it's just fucking crazy. Like, I mean, it's nuts from all the powerlifting and, you know, all the tension and stress and, you know, 'cause I have a high stress fucking business, all kinds of stuff, right? So, but it's like really painful, and like that sort of pulls on, like you have this thing called a levator scapula. It's a muscle that goes from your scapula up into here, right? And it's what pulls on your head to make it like sort of look up a little bit. But it can get strained, and that's what pulls here, and you can get like, and that's what starts to have problems here, and problems here, and then they come in here, and they start to have, you know, and then with glaucoma, then they have over here, and then across here, and down here, and, you know, and the eye pains, and it's fucking crazy. So those two things, you know, they sort of you know, like interact with each other and cause this crazy fucking array of pain, you know, that just, and this just gets inflamed, and this gets inflamed. It's fucked up, you know, and so anytime I try to work on this, then I get crazy headaches up here, right? And it sucks, right? And so I just, you know, I'll just put up with it or whatever, you know, and if you want to work on that, you know, whatever. I don't really work on it too much, you know, because it's whatever. I don't, you know, I don't have time for it really. But anyways, so like I'm always dealing with that, you know, headache, this pain here, and all kinds of stuff, and it's you know, before the cannabis oil, I was getting headaches like every single fucking day, like migraine, like have to take Excedrin kind of headaches, and so now that I'm not doing the now that I'm doing more of the cannabis, I'm not getting quite as many headaches and stuff like that, but they're still appearing here and there, right? So what's cool about this stuff is I'm taking this TheraButter, right? I don't know if you can see, it's like green, like it's like a shea butter, but it's green because of the THC in there, the RSO, the Rick Simpson's oil that's in there. And that is actual Rick Simpson oil. It's not like a CO2 extract. So, I'm putting it on my, like the sore parts and up in here and stuff like that. So I massage that in, and it was okay. And I started to get the headache here, and the tension, and I started to get tension here. So that was tonight. So I put this on here, I put a little bit on here, I put a little bit on the hairline, and then of course, like I said, I put the TheraButter here. So let me see, where is it at? Okay, the other stuff I was telling you about. This is the roller that I was putting in, and I just put a little bit like here, like this, and here, like this. And then you just go like in your hairline, like that, you know, and just like this. Literally, that's all you do, you know. And then like I get headaches like from back in here, like that too, you know. It's really weird, but you just draw on where it's at, and then like right on the temples, and then yeah. So just like that, right? Maybe a little bit right there. It's really interesting. And so anyways, so this stuff like it works like right away, man. And I was talking to my girlfriend earlier about it because like she said it took her headache away when she did it that one night, and then I gave her the TheraButter last night. I massaged it into her back and stuff because she was really tense. And boom, out like a light. Like she just fucking passed out, had really good sleep, was really happy this morning and stuff like that. It was really cool, right? But what I was telling her earlier is like when with the headaches that I get, you know, it's sort of when in the past when I've tried to do things to fight the headache off, it's just sort of like keeping it at bay, but it never truly goes away, right? So like I'll have a headache, it'll be like in the morning, like I'll feel it coming on, and I'll do this holistic thing to not get a headache, and then so it's just almost there, but it's still like subtly there, you know, and I'm not getting a headache, and I'm not getting a headache, and I'm doing this stuff or whatever, you know, not hardcore stuff, but you know, just doing something that will help me not get a headache, right? And the thing never really goes away, but it just like I don't get it now, 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 and I might get it like boom later that night or boom the next day. I'll get it, you know, like it never really went away. It just was delayed, right? So with this stuff right here, like I'm getting rid of the headache, and you know, like I'm feeling this little pain coming on, and it's going away, and it's just gone. You know, it's like fucking fully gone. There's not like a little bit of a nagging thing, or like I sort of know it's there, but it's way better than it was, or something like that. It's just gone. So, that stuff is pretty badass. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, you know, but it will work for a lot of people because it's working for me. It's working for my girlfriend, right? Both of them, the TheraButter and the Rolling Relief. That's fucking crazy. So, so that's a new part of the protocol, those two things, because they help out with the things that I have, right? You know, the pain part of the glaucoma and my lifestyle, you know, because my lifestyle causes me pain too. But, anyways, so yeah, so that's part of it, you know, so we're doing the vaping, probably about 100 milligrams a day, if you wanted to, you know, break it down. Doing about 300 or so of the actual oil milligrams, and then I'm doing some of the TheraButter and the Rolling Relief, and then I'm also doing, you know, eating healthy, and then doing these little teas. I have the golden milk and then the turmeric cayenne tea. That's the main gist of what I'm doing. Okay. And it seems to be serving me well right now. Okay. So, we're going to cut this, at that. It's about 12 and a half minutes in. Like I said, I'm really happy with where my eyes are at right now. I can see, you know, really good. I'm looking at myself in the screen right here. It's like a little box, and I could see myself really well. I could see all the books and everything behind me and the stuff on top of the bookshelf, and you know, I'm just really super happy with that, you know. So you know, hopefully this stuff keeps up, you know. Wish me luck and all that, you know. Again, Al Morentin. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and all that kind of good stuff. Give it the thumbs up. Again, so thank you very much. Bye bye.